Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on Defiant Wrestling, #WeAreDefiant, the first show under the new banner Defiant Wrestling. If you didn't know, What Culture Pro Wrestling, WCPW, has now become Defiant Wrestling. We start with the pre-show where General Manager Stu Bennett comes down and says he's going to reveal a new title belt as well as a new roster member. He talks about heading into a brave new world and welcomes our Defiant Wrestling champion, the villain Marty Scurll. He then hands him his new belt. It looks really nice, by the way. And then it goes dark. And then Austin Aries comes out. The newest member of the roster is Austin Aries. You have a little back and forth. Aries is like... Scurll speaks about the target on his shoulder. Scurll tells him to get the back of the line. Austin says for 17 years the line has started behind him and that Scurll's time is up. Scurll leaves, telling Aries to watch his back. Bennett makes it official and gives Aries his... to be the Defiant Wrestling contract. Wow. Great opening segment. I love how they tease Marty Scurll, Austin Aries immediately off. Absolutely amazing. That's a money match, guys. That is your money match. A lot of tension. There was a problem with the microphones for this segment. You couldn't hear Stu or Marty or Austin unless you turned it up quite loud. Obviously, there's a bit of technical issues, but I can imagine they'll work through this. But overall, great opening segment. And then we go to our first match. BT Gunn and Joe Coffey versus the South Coast Connection. Ashley Dunn and Kelly Six. The winner will become the number one contenders for the Defiant Wrestling Tag Team titles. Coffey wins with a crossbody. It was a fairly decent match. The South Coast Connection was one of these tag teams that you didn't know existed. And now, whoa, they exist. You feel bad for not knowing them before, but they're absolutely incredible. Good match, great solid opener. We enjoyed it. Then we go to the best of three series, match 2, Mike Bailey versus David Starr. Super overhead belly to belly by Starr. Bailey gets up immediately and nails a roundhouse kick, shooting Starr knees. Bailey wins. Yeah, Mike Bailey won 2 straight falls. He is now the number one contender to the Internet Championship that is held by Zack Sabre Jr. Mike Bailey, Zack Sabre Jr. That's going to be an incredible match. As you know from these two guys, it was an incredible match. Really good match. Fast, high-paced action. Worth a watch. This whole show's worth a watch. Then we go to Paster William Everett's seminar. Out comes Liam Slater. And before he could really get anything to do with Liam, Prince Amin comes out and then like, we're just rehashing things. He's becoming your slave. I know a guy who became a slave and he's here to talk to you. Gabriel Kidd comes out. Kidd tries to convince Slater not to do it. And then Amin's just like, okay, why not you, because Moose can't come, will have Gabriel Kidd versus William Evers with Liam Slater as special guest referee, as the match was meant to be Moose William Evers, and then if Slater wins, if Eva wins, he gets Slater, and if Gabriel Kidd wins, they get Slater. The match was quite decent, actually. To be fair, that William Eva looks pretty decent. To be fair, and then Slater was counting the pin for Gabriel Kidd and then stopped on 2. Gabriel Kidd got up and went, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm sorry." Get caught from behind by William Eva, and then it's a 3 count. William Eva won, and then after the match, just to add insult to injury, Slater attacks Prince Amin, chokes him out, and then hits double crucifix on him. So they just annihilate Prince Amin and Gabriel Kidd. It's absolutely an amazing segment. Really good match. I like this. I like where this storyline's heading. I was hoping Slater would join them because it's more intriguing, to be fair. But yeah, I want to see what happens. Then we go to Jern Simmons versus Drake. Jern Simmons was really impressive in this match, to be fair. And then there was a pile driver, which ended Drake. The pile driver looked nasty, but a really good match. Made Jern Simmons look good. Drake's a quite incredible opponent now with what he's done in Defiant Wrestling over the last year and a bit. So for him to come in and beat him, it's really good. Overall, pretty impressed. Want to see where they keep going with that. And then we go to an amazing hardcore match. You have Defiant Wrestling Tag Team Champion Primate versus Defiant Wrestling Tag Team Champion Jimmy Havoc. Tag Team Partner versus Tag Team Partner. There were so many good spots in this. They were fighting at the bar. Like one spot, Jimmy Havoc got 2 chairs in the thing, got 2 beers, had one each. He drank his beer, stapled a staple gun into Primate's head, and then drank his beer. Absolutely lovely. This was an incredible match. It had table spots, chair spots, went around the arena. Absolutely lovely. They're fantastic hardcore matches. It's really worth a check. And then Primate did a powerbomb through 2 chairs and then speared Havoc through a table to retain. Really good match. Now I just want to know where they're going to go with this. Are the tag team going to break up? Who knows? Because we already know that Joe Coffey and BT Gunn have a tag team title match in lieu, which will be soon. So can these guys work after this match? We'll have to see. Then we have the Women's Championship match, Kaylee Ray versus Veda Scott. Kaylee nails another gory bomb to retain the title. Lovely match. It started where the match didn't get started. There was an attack outside and they fought, and then Kaylee Ray literally got in a submission on Veda Scott just after the match actually officially started, nearly winning the match immediately. Really, really good. Fantastic women's division in this company. You've really got to check out their women's division. It is one of the best in the world. Then we go to Travis Banks versus Evil Ligero. I'm calling him that because he's part of the prestigious. Banks manages to nail the Kiwi Crusher for the 3 count, and then Ligero attacks the referee after the match. Really good. Ligero is fantastic. Travis Banks is amazing as well, and I love the referee attack, making Ligero even more hated. Absolutely fantastic. Then we go to our final match, the main event of the evening. Champion and IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion and Bullet Club member Marty Scurll versus Joe Hendry and versus Martin Kirby in a triple threat match for the Defiant Wrestling Championship. Marty Scurll with a powder to stop the Zoidberg elbow from Martin Kirby, and then Joe Hendry goes for the roll up, but Scurll counters into the chicken wing. Hendry taps out. Fantastic match. Really high paced, decent action. Really, really good. And then following the match, Mark Haskins and Chris Ridgway appeared and attacked Martin Kirby, and Martin Scurll grabs his title and runs away. Kirby has a chair, but then is attacked. Kirby has a chair, and then Austin Aries is sent out by Stu Bennett, but then attacks Kirby, looks like he's siding with these 2 people. Stu was like walking down the ramp trying to say, I'm going to get in the ring, and then it ended. So I assume we're probably going to pick up what's going to happen there on their weekly show, I'm hoping, because I really want to know what's going to happen. Apparently there was a person behind Stu at the end of the show. I can't say I saw that, but once he kind of walked down the ramp, I kind of thought, yeah, it's either going to be over or not. So who knows? But yeah, that was an amazing end to a really, really good first event. I see very, very good things for this company in the future. I've been a massive What Culture Pro Wrestling fan since it started. Dropped off a bit, but it's back better than ever now. Thank God. Let's do it, Defiant Wrestling. You've got an awesome name. You've got an awesome roster. You've got this. So yeah, that is my first Defiant Wrestling review. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I want to kind of do reviews on this and watch it live. So if you have enjoyed this, please give it a like. Please support me on Patreon. Link in the description below. Subscribe to more content, and I'll catch you later.